It's your girl Soul Love, and we're live here at the Freedom Voices office here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am with my brother and member, Ian.
Thank you, Sister Soul Love. Peace, everyone.
And we're here today to give you some information about FEMA and their national test that they're doing on Wednesday, 11/9/11. These testing that they're doing is very important that you know the information, and we want to give you that information and plus some website and numbers at the end of this public service announcement. Brother Ian, could you please explain to the people about FEMA?
No problem, Sister Soul Love. Thank you very much. As of November 9th, 2011 at 2 p.m. Eastern, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, known as FEMA, will be conducting a nationwide test of the emergency alert system for the television and the radio. We here at Freedom Voices feel that it is important for us to inform our people about FEMA. This test will be a little bit different because this will be a national test across the entire country. You may not see the traditional emergency banner across the bottom of the screen. So this test is designed to test the systems in case of a national emergency. All right. Some TV stations across the country may not have the ability to change the words on the screen. Instead, there will be a voice stating that this is a test, okay? And for the people who are deaf and hard of hearing, they will not hear the message, this is a test. All right, back to you, Sister Soul Love.
Wow, that is a lot of information. So we're going to get into a little bit of what FEMA is exactly going to do and what they're capable of doing. Yes. So, Brother Ian, could you please tell us who is FEMA? Yes,
no problem, Sister Soul Love. FEMA, once again, stands for Federal Emergency Management Agency. Okay, FEMA was started in it was activated, in 1978 by President Jimmy Carter. Okay, a part of the reorganization plan number 3. All right, and FEMA is a government organization that's more powerful than the President of the United States. Okay, basically it has the power to suspend laws, to move entire populations, arrest and detain citizens without a warrant. Okay.
What? Not FEMA?
FEMA.
Not
yes.
FEMA, brother.
Yes.
Okay.
They can hold people without trial, and they can seize property and food. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Food supplies.
So you mean to tell me they can seize our food?
Mm-hmm. Yes. FEMA was originally created, okay, by the government to ensure their survival in case of a nuclear attack. Okay.
A nuclear.
Yes, a nuclear attack. So to ensure the survival of the government. All right. It also provided with the task of being a federal coordinating body during the times of domestic disasters such as earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes per se. Okay. But that's basically an overall review of what they do and supposedly do.
Okay, and we're going to get into a little bit of that later, a little bit more information later, because Brother Ian, you did call to FEMA.
Definitely. So FEMA can basically enact these executive orders that could be activated by the President of our United States Army. I mean, yes, who's the Commander-in-Chief. Okay, but allow me to read off these executive orders. One being the Executive Order 10990 allows the government to take over all modes of transportation, okay, and control of highways and seaports.
Now, brother, can we please get into exactly what FEMA does? Because I really want people to understand their executive orders that they have and that can be, I guess, given out or even operated on.
Right.
So can you please tell the viewers what FEMA can actually do?
What FEMA can actually do. Basically, once again, people think that they just show up during a natural disaster and basically relieve the masses of any type of severe trauma coming from that disaster. But FEMA also has the capabilities of carrying out executive orders if signed by our Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States. And let me just run over these executive orders for you and for the people.
But before you do, brother, so
yes.
You mean to tell me the President can sign these orders into fruition if in case an emergency breaks out, like say Occupy the world, Occupy Wall Street, Occupy Oakland, Occupy Atlanta. They create the crisis and then they have a solution. So we've already been bamboozled, you guys, with the Occupy movement. I know everybody want to kumbaya and fight the power. It's too late. We're running out of time. So let's get into what they're about to do with these executive orders. Go ahead, brother.
All right. Let me start at the top of the list with the executive orders. We have Executive Order 10990. Basically, this executive order allows the government to take over all modes of transportation and control of the highway and the seaports. Okay. Now, Executive Order 10995 allows the government to seize and control the communication media. All right. Cell phones,
TVs,
things of that.
laptops. We're so digital right now, they can just turn off the switch and we don't have nothing. Go ahead, brother.
No problem, sister. Executive Order 10997 allows the government to take over all electrical power, gas, petroleum, fuels, and minerals, okay? So they can take over your utilities. You can go and not even cut your water back on or things of that nature. But next to the next one, Executive Order 10998 allows the government to seize all means of transportation, including personal cars, trucks, or vehicles of any kind, and total control over highways, seaports, and waterways. Okay, 10999, and allows the government to take over all food resources and all farms. Executive Order 100 allows the government to mobilize citizens into work brigades under government supervision. So basically they can organize people into slavery, basically.
That's pretty much like Hitler.
To work.
That's Hitler.
To work.
That's Hitler.
Executive Order 11001 allows the government to take over all health, education, and welfare functions. Okay? So school, hospital, you got food stamps, they're gone. Okay? Executive Order 11002 designates Postmaster General to operate a national registration of all persons. So basically, it's almost another, like a census, almost, you would say. Census. So people, so they know everybody's here.
Well, they already know where they are now. They're knocking on doors when the census came out.
Yes. Executive Order 11005 allows the government to take over railroads, inland waterways, and public storage facilities. Okay. Executive Order 11051 specifies the responsibility of the Office of Emergency Planning and gives authorization to put all executive orders into effect in all times of increased international tensions and economic or financial crisis. So basically, just to break that down, say for instance,
financial crisis? Do you think we're in a financial crisis, people?
Executive Order 11310 grants authority to the Department of Justice to enforce the plans set out in executive orders to institute industrial support to establish judicial and legislative liaison, that's that word again, to control all aliens or immigrants, to operate penal and correctional institutions, and to advise and assist the President. Executive Order 11049 assigns emergency preparedness function to federal departments and agencies, consolidating 21 operative executive orders issued over a 15-year period. Last but not least, 11921 executive order allows the federal FEMA to develop plans to establish control over mechanisms of production and distribution of energy sources, wages, salary, credit, flow of money in the United States, financial institution, any undefined national emergency. I mean,
that's this way with y'all, that our government has that kind of power over us, that we got to fight for freedom, that we got to fight for knowledge. Because I am a journalist. I go to school at Carolina School of Broadcasting, where I have been taught that the news and the media only gives us a certain percentage of the truth. That should not be. And that's why I'm created Freedom Voices, so that way we can speak the truth.
Definitely.
Because there's no other outlet for us, our black community, that's going to affect us and give you the truth. Because your black folks ain't going to read a book, you ain't going to watch the news. It's just not going to happen. So we got to give you a different a tablespoon of knowledge. Some of the information that you guys can go and look up on your own. Because, brother, you did speak to the guy from FEMA. So
definitely,
he's going to give y'all a couple of information on FEMA and some websites you can go to, our office number, and FEMA's number. So go ahead, brother, take it over from there.
Definitely. I just happened to speak with a guy named David Vaughn. He is the director of our regional FEMA office. It is located in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, on 3003 Chamberlain Tucker Road. All right, and I can give you a number to basically reference. Okay, the number is 770-220-3123. All right, and the website that you can cite the things that we have discussed today in this basically PSA. You can go to abovetopsecret.com, or you can go to FEMA.gov. Okay, and sister, that's all I have right here as far as the information.
Okay, and also please visit our website at freedomvoices.us, and also check out our YouTube channel, Miss Soul Love 1, to keep up with community affairs. And please give my office a call if you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. That is 704-964-2466. And once again, this is Brother Ian. I am Sister Soul Love with Freedom Voices. Black Power.
Black Power.